How the sleep number bed increase the client's health and help their credit. What up, you got Mr. Smith, point five of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And in this brief video, I want to talk about how the sleep number bed helped the client's health, but also helped their credit. Now, I will say that the sleep number isn't paying me for this, but I gotta think about it. Maybe they should. Sleep number, if anybody on you and your staff see this video, because this will help as it relates to your sales. As a commission, I deserve my very own sleep number bed. I've seen them, tested it out. It's a good product. But since I'm doing this without compensation, let's talk, let's connect so you can get my sleep number bed sent to me and we can discuss some other details as well. But anyway, now I want to talk about how the sleep number bed helped a client's credit as well as their health. Now, I will say this, not all clients are created equally. Not all clients are created equally. What do I mean? You see, sometimes I get clients who are willing to just take me up on my suggestions, my recommendations, my advice right off the bat, but that's not everyone. I have their best interest at heart, so many times I might say, hey, do this or don't do this, or let me know if you're going to do this, and sometimes they don't. Now, I get it. I hadn't always taken advice that I was given as well, so maybe that's my own karma. Sometimes I'm like, man, I know this, so I need to do this. You know, it's just a bit of a control thing maybe, but sometimes control can cost you. I know. And some of my clients are finding that out as well. So what I mean is this. Sometimes when you're getting when someone gives you advice pertaining to your credit, especially if you hired them to restore your credit, you want to just take what they're saying verbatim, you know, and do what it is that they suggest and recommend. Because what ends up happening is if you don't and you do some other things or you neglect certain areas just because somebody is restoring your credit, then you hurt your credit score and you kind of reverse or offset the work that's being done on your behalf. Now, that has nothing to do with this client because this particular client actually is very coachable and asks questions before just making any sudden moves. And he actually called and was like, hey, I wanted to find out if it'll be okay for me to go ahead and apply to get approved for this sleep number bed. And basically it was going to be financed. So he wanted to know if he can apply and get financing for the sleep number bed. Number one question I asked, because of course, I didn't want new things hitting their credit. But the first question I asked is this: is it health related? Because I never want a person to put credit or finances above their health. And it was a situation dealing with this gentleman's back or spine, if I'm not mistaken, and how he sleep played a huge part on his recovery and progression. And I understand the power in sleep, all of the above, and I'm big into health and understanding certain things. So I get it. I was like, is it health related? He said, yeah, because of this, and this. And he broke it down. I was like, get it. We'll handle it on the back end. Now, normally I'm supposed to charge more if somebody adds more that could hinder their credit, but that's not how I operate. I more so want to look at what's going on, see how I can enhance your score, and don't give me no extra stuff. Like, it's like a person who's folding clothes. If you come in with they're folding clothes, they're almost done, then you come in with an extra load. Boom. And they looking like, I was almost done, and here you come in with some extra clothes. It's not going to be a happy day. So that being said, credit is the same way. Don't come with an extra load of things because now you add it to the workload, and that's not what you pay for. So I could charge more, but that's not how I operate. I just want you to understand the thought process of why a person could charge more. However, when he said it was health related, he broke down the reasons. I said, yeah, go ahead. We'll handle it as it relates to what we need to do on our end, credit-wise, if we see the need to do so. But definitely take care of your health. Put that first, get that, do what you got to do as soon as possible. So he applied for the financing, XYZ. And, we proceeded with the process. Now, mind you, I had already sent out some letters on his behalf to dispute a couple of items that I recognize as being in error, as well as getting a verification on something that was supposedly verified. So I sent out some letters, waited, time passed, no biggie. All right, here comes today, based on the recording of this video. I pull up the report and I look, okay, we got 5 more items deleted off this report. Great. Seeing items boosted across the board as it relates to his score. So we went up 16 here, 14 here, 14 there. 2 of the scores boosted him into the 700 club, you know, because of the deletions and different things of that nature. But he was in the 700 club now, so that's a positive. And the other one is like borderline there. It's like 3 or 4 points away from being in the 700 club. So I'm like, great. And then I got to looking at everything because there was a couple of new items added. One new item was something that was supposedly verified, but another new item that I saw was the sleep number bed. And I looked at the sleep number bed and I can just kind of see the abbreviation and tell you what it was. And plus I knew based on conversation what he was up to. Had he not told me, it would have looked foreign. But since I knew based on our conversation the previous month, I was understanding of what it was. I said, oh, that's that bed that he was telling me about. So I looked at it and I'm showing positive across all 3 bureaus. So that's a good sign and a good thing. So it was showing to be green. So the moral of the story is, and basically what the title of the video is that the sleep number bed helped to reflect on his score positively for a couple of different reasons. For one, you know, he already has made a payment or so he's keeping his payments intact. So definitely if you ever get any new loan, finance, or whatever the case may be, pay it on time all the time, in advance if necessary, or, you know, recommended in advance, but pay it on time all the time. So he had done that. Then secondly, it's great if the entity reports to all 3 bureaus. Now, I know certain things don't always report to all 3 bureaus. And in some people's cases, that's a good thing because otherwise they'll hurt all 3 bureaus at the same time. So when they mess up one, it is not as bad as it could have been. But if you know you're going to do right by the agreement that you sign, then just do right. And then if it's a good thing, that they make report to all 3 bureaus. So sleep number reports to all 3 bureaus. And because of it, it reflected positively on all 3 bureaus due to him keeping his word, commitment, payments on time, and because of the fact that they are set up to report to all 3 bureaus, depending on who they went through for their finances. This particular form of financing went to all 3 bureaus. So if you're considering a sleep number bed, tell them I sent you and tell them I said they need to watch this video. So when they watch this video, they can send me my sleep number bed because this may get their sales jumping. And as a form of compensation, because it's a business transaction, I would like them to send me a sleep number bed. So you tell them I said that. But on the flip side, you can definitely understand that sometimes certain purchases and certain finances enhance your credit. So it helps to be doing something that you were probably going to do anyway, as long as it reflects on all 3 bureaus and as long as you keep your commitment. So as a round of applause, I just want to salute him for doing his part and making sure he inquired with me, but also shout out to Sleep Number for reporting all 3 bureaus. So this helped this gentleman increase his health because his sleep is better and it's better for his body in terms of his back and things of that nature, but also it's great for his score. So that's all I got. Mr. Smith signing out. Salute.